Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. Today our group 11 will present about problem case report and our topic is code of ethics for auditors. Our group member consists of Nur Alia Fariza binti Zulkifli. Number metric is 01 D80 23F1008. Second Nur Ain Jannah binti Junaidi. Number metric 01 D80 23F1024. And my name is Nurin Batrisha binti Omar. My number matrix 01D8023F1033. So this is the case 1. The question is each of the following situations involves possible violations of the AICPA Code of Professional Conduct. For each situation, state whether it is violation of the code. In those cases in which it is a violation, explain the nature of the violation and the rationale of the existing rule. So group case 1, example, case 1C. The question is Jennifer Crow's audit client has a material investment in Polex. Include Crow's non-dependent parents also own shares in Polex, and Polex is not an at-risk client of Crow's firm. The amount of her parents' ownership in Polex is not significant to Crow's net worth. So here the answer of case 1. The first question is it violation? The answer is no. This is not a violation of the AICPA Code of Professional Conduct. The second question is nature of the violation. The answer is Crow's audit client invests in Polex, which her non-dependent parents own shares in, raising the possibility of an independent issue. The independent rule does not affect her independence because her parents are not immediate family. Their investment is minimal and Polex is not an attest client. So the third question, which is the last, rationale for the rule. The answer is the AICPA code requires auditors to maintain objectivity and credibility by remaining independent in both fact and appearance. Only immediate family members or material interests that could sway an auditor's decision harm independence. Crow's independence and objectivity are unaffected by her parents' tiny stake, which is unrelated to the audit client.
Now I will be presenting case 2, which focus on identifying the key ethical threats faced by auditors and the safeguards used to reduce these threats to an acceptable level. Let's start with first situation, litigation by a client, whether actual or threatened. When a client threatens to take legal action against the auditor, it creates advocacy and intimidation threats. This means the auditor might lose objectivity because of pressure from the client or fear of being sued. In other words, the auditor might feel scared to give an honest opinion. To handle this, some important safeguards can be applied. First, the affected team members should be removed from the engagement to avoid bias. Next, the firm should seek legal advice to understand the situation better. And if independence still cannot be maintained, the auditor should consider withdrawing from the engagement completely. Moving on the second case, gift and hospitality. This case involves self-interest and familiarity threats. When auditors accept gift or entertainment from clients, they may feel a sense of obligation, which can reduce their objectivity. Even a small gift might influence their judgment. To reduce this risk, auditors should decline or return gift unless they are clearly insignificant. In addition, firms should have clear policies on accepting gifts, and auditors should seek approval from senior management or the ethics partner before accepting anything from clients. Next, I will continue with the remaining part of case 2, which is include three more situations that highlight different ethical threat and safeguard faced by auditor. Case C, compensation and evaluation. First, let's look at the compensation and evaluation. In this case, the main issue is a self-interest rate. If an auditor pay or promote depends on keeping a particular clients, there are independence could be affected. This may lead the auditor to prioritize client satisfaction over audit quality. To reduce this threat, the firm should ensure that performance evaluation and compensation are not linked to the client retention. Additionally, an independent review of audit quality and ethic compliance should be implemented to main objectivity. Next is we have a case D, overdue fee. Here the key ethic here the key ethic treats it's again self-interest. When a client owed money to the auditor might act in a way that please the client just ensure payment. This create depends similar to a loan relationship. To safeguard against this, auditor should require payment of overdue fees before continue the audit work. They should also disclose the issues to those charged with a governance and carefully assess whether independence has been impaired. And last case is contingent fee. Finally, we move on the contingent fees. This also self-interest rates where the auditor's fees is based on the outcome of the engagement. For example, depending on the audit result or client's financial success. This kind of agreement can seriously compromise independence and objectivity. To prevent this, auditor should never accept a contingent fee agreement for audit or ensure engagement. Instead they must use fixed or hourly billing methods that comply with a professional standards.